Went live.
Okay.
Hello, Successionaires. Glad to see you coming on board. Yeah, let me finish getting everything open, set up, get everything running right. Glad to see y'all on out there. Let me see. I gotta hit this. Get this up and running. Let's see what else I gotta do. I gotta go here. Come out of this one. Go to this one and this one. Yeah, we're getting ready to do what we're getting ready to do, y'all. Let me see what I got going here. Last four digits. 6206. Who am I speaking to? Last four digits. 6406. Who am I speaking with?
This is Delegate Daryl Barnes.
All right, Daryl. That's one. Okay, let me put you in so I know where you are. We'll be getting it going in just a few moments. Let me finish lining everything up. Last four digits. 3029. Who am I speaking with?
That's me, Delegate Barnes.
Oh, six. I thought you was 2026.
No.
Okay.
2026 is Mary Craft. This is my first time calling in. How are you?
I am fantastic. Say Mary.
Yes, my name is Craft.
Okay.
C-R-A-F-T. Fort Washington, Maryland. All right.
Thank you, Mary Craft. Glad to see. Okay. I'm setting everything up on my computer so we can I'll keep everything flowing real smooth, y'all. So I'm glad to see everyone coming on board. Y'all, we're going to have a very interesting show this evening. A lot of information, a lot of chance to answer questions. And so we're going to be getting going. Let me finish, because I got once everybody starts coming on, I got to unload and load and open and close and all this kind of stuff. Let's see what else I got here. Okay. Let me finish doing all of this. So how's everybody doing this evening, though? How's everybody's day going?
Great.
Good. See, that's what I like to hear. Y'all can talk to each other. Don't wait on me. Y'all can talk to each other. Because y'all know I'm a one-finger typer now. I'm trying to I'm trying to type this information in. I'm still looking for some interns. So if any of y'all know anybody's interested, tell them to give me a call. I'm getting better at it, y'all. I really am. I'm getting better. Okay, let me see it now. Two, we got a couple more minutes. I see the boards are starting to light up too. Look at the boards. See, this excites me, y'all. When I see this many people coming on, I always give people a chance to, I don't want to start the show at the beginning, right at the top of the hour. Give people 5 minutes to log in, log on. And those of you on social media, just say hello, say hi, say something, so I can know you there. You gotta realize you're not only speaking to me, you're speaking to the whole country. Yeah, we're going to have a very interesting show tonight. Tonight's show is going to be very informative. A lot of information and a lot of questions asked. And a lot of questions answered. Susie Q. Hi, this is Susie. Hello, Susie Q. Glad to see you on, dear. Now, as time goes on, y'all on social media land, all you got to do is type a question or a comment into the feed, and I'll be able to, get it to our guest. We got a couple more minutes, y'all, and then I'm going to kick it off, do my little introduction and everything, and then I'm going to turn it over to my guest, and we're going to have a little conversation, a little powwow, a lot of information. You know, I'm kind of excited about this evening, y'all. I really, really am excited about this evening. I get a chance to get someone on that can disseminate a lot of information to you. And that's a blessing within itself. It really is. It's a heck of a blessing to have this caliber of guest, and who happens to be a very, very, very dear friend of mine. We're in organizations together. We've done things in organizations together. We've conversated, and we've done a lot of things together. I've been knowing this brother now for 20 years or so. So you never know where your relationships are going to lead to. Y'all keep telling y'all the importance of building relationships. Building relationships is very, very, very important. Because you never know where someone's going to be in the future that's going to benefit you some way, or some way you benefit them. All right, let me do this, y'all. I'm going to mute everyone out.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
And I'm getting ready to kick off the show.
This conference is being recorded.
Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the show, The Road to Success. I'm Professor William Murray, your host and president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. The Institute is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. It is here where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. As always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. Make sure you have pencil and paper, because this evening I think you're going to have quite a lot that you might want to jot down. You might even jot down your questions so that you don't forget them when I open the lines. Y'all, but this evening, I've got a privilege of, like I say, having a very dear friend and friend who, and it's just, I don't know, y'all, just one of those things where every time I get a chance to get around this gentleman, I learn so much, and some of the conversations we have are very enlightening, I think, to both of us. The brother, he knows what he knows. He's always looking to learn, and he's always giving great information. But before we go any further, let me give y'all this little opening, because y'all, information, well, let me say this, information is power. But you want more power, implemented information is power. More power. So we will give you some information this evening, and knowledge and things, and you get a chance to speak to an elected official. The name of tonight's show is Government Business. So you'll be able to ask him questions about the stimulus package, what it is, and all this other stuff. And him being an elected official here in Maryland, he knows about all this money that's going to come about in the state of Maryland, especially for contractors and businesses of all sorts. If you have a business, somewhere along the line, your business is going to be needed. There's no doubt about it. Your business is going to be needed. So you make sure you have all your paperwork together and all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because that's the main thing that he's going to talk about too, is what you need to make sure that you qualify and can get some of these contracts that are out here. And there are plenty of them. When he dropped the number on me, I was shocked. And Delegate Daryl Barnes, the brother knows his stuff. He knows what he knows, and the great thing about it, he likes to disseminate it. He loves to tell people what's going on. He's very approachable, so you ain't got to feel intimidated because he's an elected official, because he's a government. He works for you. It's just that simple. He works for you. What I want to do, I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of the growth of this show. Because right now this show is really, really growing. We're having guests come on that's really giving some vital information. That's the reason I went from one night to 3 nights. I went from Tuesday nights to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Because there's so much information that we need to give out to the public. Because with this coronavirus and with this stimulus, y'all, it's to take care of everyone. I want to make sure you know what to do so you can get part of it. What I'm doing now, I'm asking you now to be a sponsor of the show or to give a donation to the show so we can continue to supply you with the muchly needed information, guests, and know-how to keep the program going, to keep this program on the air. You can donate $20, $50, $100, $10,000. Any size donation is welcome. You can use Cash App, which is $W Murray, M-U-R-R-Y, $W Murray. You can do it through PayPal, which is mminstitute.com. You can do it through Square, or you could even send a check or money order out to the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. And it's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. Or you can call the Institute to contribute. We can take it right over the phone and give you a receipt right then and there. You'll get a receipt on your text in a text indicating that it was donated. And this money does not go to the Institute. It does not, although you're making the checks out to the Millionaire Master. It's going to make sure that we can keep this program on the air. I want to give a tremendous thank you to those that have thus far donated. Because right now we wouldn't be on if it wasn't for the donation we've already been sent to us. So I want to thank you, and thank you. What we're going to do right here, I'm going to go ahead and bring on our speaker, a very dear friend of mine. And I swear, this is a gentleman that I am more than glad years ago that we got acquainted. I want to bring to the show right now Delegate Daryl Barnes. How you doing, my brother? Can you hear me, Daryl? Daryl, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
Good. Hey, let me just say that I really appreciate the opportunity to come on your show and speak to your audience because we are in the midst of some trying times right now. And I think it's important that we try to get as much information out to the masses as possible. And I think it's shows like yours that is providing a platform for folks like me to come on to share some information, but more importantly, to try to get some information back from everyone That way I can now go back and figure out the answers to some of the questions that your audience may have. Right now, here in the state of Maryland, this COVID-19 has set us back a little bit, but I am encouraged by the fact that so many people are coming together like never before. When you start talking about community and collaboration and working together, I see so many people trying to do all that they can to help their neighbors and help one another and to give back and to inspire other people that I am encouraged by this. So I really appreciate all the things that you're doing, William, with your show. The Millionaire Mastermind Institute is doing an outstanding job. I hope people really understand the work that you're doing, the time that you put into it, and the dedication that you have in trying to educate other business people, I think is critically important. So with that, I just wanted to start off with those remarks and then follow your lead on whatever questions that you may have.
Well, Daryl, I'm going to go ahead and give something to you real quick that you can put out there. Can you give a quick summation about the stimulus package? Because you've been an elected official out there, you get a chance to sit down and talk with people. Can you give a brief summation, everything about the new stimulus package?
Yeah, right now the federal government just passed another stimulus package of $484 billion. Which their first stimulus package, they ran through their money roughly in 2 weeks. You're talking about billions upon billions of dollars. So they came back with a second stimulus package that was more intended to help small businesses. But I still don't think it's enough because they put aside $60 billion to help those really small businesses that they didn't help before. But when you start talking about $60 billion, which sounds like a lot of money, but when you talk about $60 billion that has to go across the United States and try to help so many small businesses, when they ran through $2.2 trillion, and I forgot how much it was that was actually for small businesses in 2 weeks, which was $352 billion, I believe it was. They went through that in 2 weeks. So you can only imagine how fast $60 billion is going to go in the amount of businesses that it will help. So I'm really concerned about that. I'm concerned about, where we are right now in the whole PPP situation and trying to provide funding for small businesses to help them with payroll. I don't think there's enough money in there for that. I know this second stimulus bill is $310 billion put aside to help businesses with their payroll initiatives. There's another $2.5 billion going into testing and tracing. I think is really important. There's $4.25 billion that's being set aside for those really hard hit areas that I think we really need to focus in on, like New York and Louisiana and some other states. There's $75 billion that's being put aside for direct aid to hospitals around the country. But there's a lot of money going into really trying to help our small businesses, our hospitals, for testing and various things like that. But what I did not see in this bill was any money put aside for the SNAP program that really helped those folks in the inner city. There was no direct aid for state and local businesses, governments, which I think is critically important that helps our frontline workers and so people to help stabilize our local government. So I think, there's going to be another round of stimulus that will have to come out to really start to help more of that direct aid for state and local businesses.
And Daryl, one thing I want to emphasize, y'all, please go out there and take advantage of this stimulus. It's your money, and it's out there for you. Don't be afraid that you don't qualify. But one or two things can happen. Either you get some money from from need that you need for your business, or you don't, and it's just that simple. But one thing for sure, if you don't apply, you will not qualify. So apply, and for everyone that's out there who still has stimulus, go out and try it. Don't just fill out one and wait. There are more than one program, because Ms. Falamola gave you all of these links on my page for all these programs that you can apply for. Apply for them. What say you on that, Daryl?
No, I would agree. I think everybody should be applying for every and anything that they have. I would definitely make sure that William has a link to it. There are so many different lending institutions. PayPal and some of your micro lenders are really reaching out now to try to help some of those smaller businesses, some of those 1099 employees, and some of those businesses that maybe have one employee, to really try to help them with some funding and some other grant opportunities out there. So if you guys send William Murray your email address, he will be able to forward that information over to you. That way you guys can stay in the loop of what's going on and how to react to some of these programs that's going on right now.
And for that, y'all, I'm going to give y'all a private email address. Well, I'm going to just give you one that's basic. You can email me at, let's say info, INFO, at mminstitute.info. Now, don't send me no advertisements, because I'm not going to accept them on that email. But if you email me your email address, and I'll put it into my list so you'll get the information. Let me know what you want. It's info at mminstitute.info. And I will get you the information you want, so I can get it from Daryl. I mean, I've got, and this brother, he's all I got to do is pick up the phone. And he never not answers the phone whenever I call him. I mean, I guess he realized how important I am. No, y'all, but... You're
a very important man. That's why I answer the phone.
But, y'all, you've got an opportunity now to get the help that you need. All you have to do is apply. Daryl, what is it that's going on out there, too, that you wanted to give public information on?
You know, I think if you're a business in the state of Maryland, you know, businesses who pay their Maryland state sales and tax duties for early March, we're given a refund on that money. So if you pay a sales tax and duties for March or early May, you may request a refund. If you call 410-260-4020, you'll be able to request a refund on those dollars.
Give that number again.
The state of Maryland is trying to help out and making sure that you get to recoup some of that money back from there. That number, once again, is 410-260-4020. Also, if you're a small business or a business in the state of Maryland, your business filing has been extended. The deadline now is June the 1st, so you can now file your Maryland taxes for your business. The deadline has been pushed back to June 1st. Your federal taxes have been pushed back to July 15th. You know, so they're giving everyone ample time to try to get some of those things done. And I think, you know, with this stay-at-home order that we have, you should be able to work with your tax provider, given the extended deadline that they have, to try to get some of those things done.
Daryl, I'm going to not put you on the spot, but you know, there are a lot of states out there now that are kind of opening up businesses, letting business open back up. What say you to that in the state of Maryland? Or we're national, Daryl. So what say you that to the nation who's tuning in to stay home. Let's just say, just stay home.
You know, one of the things here in the state of Maryland, I must give credit to our Governor, Larry Hogan, for doing a great job in ensuring that the residents here in the state of Maryland are being safe. He has been on the leading edge of making sure that the stay-at-home order, the closing of our schools, when this virus first started coming out, and we have been doing all that we can to ensure that we are protected here in the state of Maryland. You know, I am never one to bash another elected official, but I think, you know, you have to look at the science, you have to look at the warnings, and see how the trends are going. And I know here in the state of Maryland, especially here in Prince George's County, where our numbers were going up, is no time to relax. It's time to hunker down and keep social distancing up. And I know it's hard on a lot of individuals. I know it's hard on families. I know it's hard on businesses. But what good is going back to work if your life and your health is in jeopardy? So my thing is we need to be smart about what we're doing. I know the governor here in the state of Maryland has put out a plan to call for the reopening of the state of Maryland. We will be able to look at that sometime in May. I think his current executive order of staying home was extended to May 15th. I think after that time frame, we'll be able to look at how the numbers look like as far as the peak of those that have contracted the virus and those who have passed away from it. And as long as those numbers are starting to subside, I think that we'll be able to release certain portions of where we are in the state, where we all can start getting back out of the business.
Daryl, I have a question from a lady online, Susie. She asked, are they going to give a stimulus check to people on workman's comp or disability?
Yeah, so right now I was just on a call with Senator Ben Card the other day, and I asked them pretty much that same question. Basically, will there be another round of stimulus checks for individuals, like the $1,200 check that went out? So I believe that they're looking at that as another option or another way to help fuel the economy. And I think that is something that I know that folks around the country are putting pressure on their officials for. So I believe that that's something that may come down the pipe through another round of stimulus bills or package. I know right now their focus is trying to really help our businesses and small businesses, but that's something that I will be definitely advocating for, is another stimulus check for individuals.
Daryl, tell us.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
This is Belinda. Daryl, I mean, one of the things that Mr. Murray just said with the question, the person was asking for people on disability and workman comp, but I do know people on disability has been getting a check because I received one, but I'm not sure about workman comp.
Yeah, so I know that folks have been receiving checks for workman's comp and disability, veterans. So I think right now, through this first round of stimulus checks, there are probably 10 million people that still have not received their check. The only thing I can say is you have to be patient because that money is coming, is in the queue. But there's also talked about another stimulus check that may be forthcoming as well.
Now, definitely for those out there, because I'm one of them, for those out there, because they said we would get those on Social Security, they said you get your check this week. Well, now they're telling us we'll get it next week. So all we can tell y'all do is be patient, y'all. Just be patient. They're trying to handle a lot, and they weren't prepared for it because no one knew that this was going to be a pandemic. And the system was not set up for a pandemic. So you got to be patient. You really do. You have no choice but to be patient, even for those who want to go out and stuff. Because those who are out there protesting and marching to open up the states, I don't want to bring nothing home to my family. I do not want to bring this virus home to my family. My life means more to me than any job, because I will always find a way to survive. And it's not worth me going, what's going to happen where you say, I got to go to work, got to go to work. What's going to happen if you catch the virus and don't survive it? What's that going to do to your family compared to you being home and alive with the future of taking care of your family? So y'all, please, please, please stay home. You cannot panic and go to work when it's still growing. The virus numbers are still going up. I don't care what state you're in. Y'all, think about what you're doing. You can't listen and do things that's morally wrong. You got to think about your family in the long run, not in the short term. Like they say, you never do there's no cure for a permanent situation, permanent something in a temporary situation. This is a temporary situation. Don't do something that's going to be permanently wrong. Because if you get the virus and you die, that's permanently wrong if you can stay home and survive. Now, what I'm going to do, Daryl, I'm going to open the lines up. So, y'all, the lines are open. Anyone want to say anything to Delegate Daryl Barnes? Daryl, and something else too, Daryl, you can tell us a little bit about yourself, because I didn't get into your bio about you're the chairman of the you do it, Daryl.
Caucus.
Yes, thank you. Tell us a little bit about you, Daryl. But lines are open, y'all. Star 6. Star 6.
But let me just, touch base on a couple of other things that I think are important. One of the things that the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus has really been fighting for, with the help of a delegate out of Baltimore City, Nick Mosby, and it is the connection of racial data. We've been noticing and seeing that so many people who have been dying because of this COVID-19 have been people of color, but there was no racial data that was being collected to say, where were these people dying from? Where was the hardest impact of people dying from? And it was the leadership of Delegate Mosby and the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus that demanded that the governor start collecting data now by zip code. So now we're able to see the racial, the health disparities and equity when it comes to health care and African Americans in a way that I think is really alarming. And it's something that I know when session starts back up for us in January, that we will be able to look at that data and really start putting forth legislation that helps the disparity of health care in the minority community. And I think that's something that we need to pay attention to, and that's something that I would beg all your listeners to make sure that they talk to their representatives, to making sure that from a healthcare standpoint, that we really start looking at the disparities of coverage for people of color. The other thing that we're really looking at is how do we help those inmates that are now in the judicial system that are now starting to contract this virus at an alarming rate, and how we can get some of those inmates out that have no crimes or not, their cases may not be heard in 90 days or whatever. So we're trying to look at all these things programmatically to make sure that we're moving methodically and making sure that we're doing things in a way that's helping our community at large.
The lines are open, y'all. Any questions? Star 6.
Yes.
Star 6, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, good evening, Delegate Daryl Barnes, and thank you very much for taking my question, and you too, Mr. Murray. My question is regarding government contracts, and are you familiar with government contracts on the federal level? Because I'm not in the state of Maryland at all. I'm actually in New Jersey, so I wanted to find out more information about what type of paperwork you need for that, and do you have to be a member of like the Chamber of Commerce or have those designations like the women or minorities, business owners, or, if you could speak to that, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been telling folks, because I wear another hat at running an organization entitled the Bi-County Business Roundtable, which is an organization that advocates for small businesses. And as much as our state governments may be taking a big hit as far as contracting opportunities, the federal government is still open for business. And they are still awarding contracts. They're still looking for other people for procurement opportunities. But now is the time during this stay-at-home order is to ensure that we get our paperwork right. Now is the time that we start looking at ensuring that we're filling out our SBA forms and making sure that we're getting our minority participation applications in, not only for the federal level, but for the state levels as well. Now is the time to start reaching out to other businesses to start talking about partnerships and mentor proteges and how do we collaborate to go after certain contracts and things like that. Now is the time that we really start thinking outside the box and start putting our strategic plan together to say, once this is over with, for me, the question should always be, what did I learn from this experience? How do I better my business, myself, my company, my employees, my family, to make sure that I'm moving in a way of growth, to make sure that those that are struggling and those that are living paycheck to paycheck, what are we doing now when we come out of this to have a plan that says, I need to now start putting money aside. I need to start saving money. I need to start making sure that I pay these credit card bills and other things. The way when the next pandemic or the next tragedy happens, that we're better off in a better position. So I think right now is the time to make sure that we start looking at all of those things I just mentioned from a procurement standpoint, because every agency in the federal government is open for business. They're all looking for those minority-owned companies. They're looking for those companies that have their GSA schedule. They're looking for businesses that have their 8A. So if you don't have those things, now is the time while you're sitting at home is to put that plan together to ensure that you're in a position to get some of those procurement opportunities.
Daryl, April the 20th, I posted on my Facebook page, and I also sent out the email to over 5,000 people indicating all of these companies across the country, and there were almost 100 companies hiring tens of thousands of employees. A lot of them were work from home, or they need drivers, or they need warehouse workers. Right now it's tens of thousands of jobs out there. Go to my Facebook page and scroll down to April the 20th and look at that article that I posted on my page about all these companies that are hiring, and you can work from home on a lot of them. Lines are open, y'all.
I just think there's a ton of opportunity if we just choose to do some research, if we choose to do our homework, and we choose to be aggressive and think outside of the box. I think there's a host of things that one could be doing right now to position themselves for the future. We just have to be aggressive.
You are so right, Daryl, because there is going to be a new normal, y'all. I often tell you, only a fool stumbles over what's behind them. Y'all, what was is behind us. You got to start looking futuristic towards your future. It'll never be like it was before this pandemic. I don't care what the government does, it will never ever again be like it was before this pandemic. So there is going to be a new normal. That's one of the things that we're teaching, that I teach on this show about preparation for the new normal. What it's going to take for you to survive and be able to be out there and survive and make a good living in this new normal. So lines are open, y'all. Yes.
I just wanted to get more clarification. So in the information that you'll be sending to Mr. Murray, Delegate Barnes, it will have the information on how we can do further research on a lot of those initiatives, which I'm not familiar with, like the GSA schedule and all of those different things. Will that be in the information that you will be sending to Mr. Murray, or we need to go to a different website to find out that information?
No, ma'am. I should get that information to him as well.
Thank you.
And be nurse happy, I need you to call me. Okay? You have my number. So you call me tomorrow when you get a chance.
Okay.
Because you have my number. Because, you know, you and I go back a little bit, too.
We do.
Lines are open, y'all.
The lines are open. Delegate Barnes, this is Belinda Queen again, school board representative here in Prince George's County. I've been out in the community, maybe on weekends I may go out, whether it's to the bank or whether I just run to the store real quick. And what I do notice, and you heard me mention this on a call earlier when I was on the coalition conference call, is some about, not just our millennium, because some of them are older people, they're still out there with no masks. And I know a lot of us community leaders try to buy masks and give them out to the community. But I have a couple of people who said that to me that they don't need a mask. No, they good. How is it that we can get out to this generation, to not only to Mr. Murray's listeners, but to everybody out here in the whole state of the United States, that it's not about you being good. It's about the next person. Because, you know, when a young boy said to me, oh, no, I don't need a mask, I'm good. And I was like, well, you need a mask for me. It's not about you. Because I may not be good. I may be the one to get sick because you may be walking around and you may be a carrier of it. I think people need to understand that maybe you don't need a mask, but you need a mask for the next person, for somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother, aunt, and uncle. It ain't always about you. So how do we get people to realize that our county executive and our elected officials didn't just put this rule out to say, hey, we need you to wear a mask because we just want to be mean and we want everybody to have a mask. But it was put out there for protection of not just you, but for your neighbors, because we are our neighbors' keepers. How do we get that out there?
You know, and I think that's a good question. I think, you know, and this is why if you look at the numbers of the number of people that have contracted the virus and the number of people that have died from it, are all people of color. The numbers are extremely high because we are defiant. We think that, you know, this will not happen to us. I remember when this first came out, the COVID-19, it was a mindset of black folks weren't catching it, that we were good, that, you know, so we didn't have anything to worry about. I remember it just takes me back when AIDS first came out, and folks were saying, you know, I don't have anything to worry about. You have to be gay in order to catch it, and I'm not gay, so I don't have nothing to worry about. I believe it's all in the education. And it's just like anything else, it all starts at home. So when our parents are saying we're walking out the door with our mask on, then our young people will follow. But when you're living in a household where there's no check to balance and there's no one saying that you must do this or you must do that, then we're just being defiant. And I think in the long run, that is going to hurt us extremely. You know, I rode through Washington, D.C. the other day, and I just saw so many people outside on the corner hanging out, no social distancing, no mask on. And I'm just saying, these people got to be watching the news. I mean, they got to know what's going on. But everyone is just, I'm defiant, I'm good, I don't have nothing to worry about it. It's not going to happen to me. You know, I've been hearing all kind of theories of, you know, more people die of the flu, so what are we worrying about this for? And then you have, at the top of the food chain, the President of the United States, who is just being defiant. And you have to understand, people look to him for guidance. That's the role that he plays as the President of the United States. That's why he's advocating for people to protest and go out here and do all these things. And people are watching that stuff. And I think all of those things are just starting to hurt us. But I think it's incumbent upon us that shows like this, I know you have a huge platform, and others is to continue to try to get the word out there. If we can say one person, if one person can now start wearing their mask, I believe we're moving in the right direction.
I also
Thank you
want
so
to
very much. And my next thing I want to address is a big issue. I know that I know you talked about how we're trying to keep account of maybe where people are contracting it at, how many are getting it in certain areas, which is actually so we can fix our health imperative. But one of my biggest things that I'm finding out is, and I guess I'll say I'm African American. I know everybody on this show is not African American because Mr. Murray has a diverse population listening. But one of the things is people who are old school have to have their saying anything that happens in my household stays in my household. But that cannot be in today's generation. So when there's a lot of people out here in a lot of households that I found out people have gotten sick, they've had the virus, but they don't want to tell anybody. It's like hush hush. And as our county executive said on the elected leaders call the other day, some people have actually died in their household because they waited till the last minute to go to the doctors because they didn't know. We have to get this out to our people, to the listeners and everybody. We cannot do that. People need to be tested. If you think you feel like you're sick, go to the doctor. It's no longer, oh, I'm sick and, somebody's in my household have it and I'm not going to tell my neighbors. We cannot do that. You can no longer do that. We're living in a society, you guys, where we are, and I said it before, we are our neighbor's keeper. We have to look out because somebody next door to you can make things easier. They can deliver your food. They can help you so you can go out. So your family won't have to go out and your whole family don't get affected. But and a lot of these problems, if you listen to it, one person got it, then somebody else in the family, it's because they didn't share it with everybody else to be able to help. We got to stop keeping things inside these household walls and realize that we have to share and reach out and have our neighbors and our other family members help us. So to you, I'm saying, Delegate Bond, how do we get that word out to the people? You can no longer hush us and say, if this is AIDS, or I don't want anybody to know I have AIDS, or, I don't want anybody to know I'm a carrier of AIDS. It's not about that. This is completely different. This is COVID-19. This is something that people can carry. It can kill somebody. It's not from a sexually transmitted disease. It's not something you do. But we need to be letting each other know.
And I think you make a real good point. And once again, I think, we're doing it by being on this show. I know William has as you indicated, a large and diverse audience. I think it's important that if you feel, you start coughing and you say, well, I don't have a cold, where is that cough coming from? Or if I have a headache or my body starts aching, or I'm sneezing and I'm starting to get chills. I think all of those signs that they continuously put up, we have to be mindful of and understand that, as you indicated, it's not just about yourself, it's about your loved ones, the people that you're affected with, your colleagues, your neighbors, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle. All of those things I think we have to now start putting in perspective on how it's going to affect someone else. And I think it's incumbent upon not only your elected leaders, not only your community leaders, but your neighbors, your friends, is to continue to have those conversations and stress the importance of communication and how this is affecting everyone. I have two boys at home, 14 and 15. And, they tell me all the time, Daddy, I want to get back to playing soccer. And I want to get back to school, and I miss my friends. And, hell, I miss my friends, and I want to get back to work. And I want to go back to the HOA meetings and the Civic Association meetings. I want to see everybody. And the only way that we're going to be able to do this is that people have to be smart about what they're doing, because right now, I think people are afraid. I think people are apprehensive on sharing that information because they're just afraid. But I think it's important that, we have to start saying how we feel. I think now is more important than ever to start talking about healthy living and healthy lifestyle. We know that this coronavirus affects those that have underlying diseases harder than anyone else. And we know that in the African-American community, we have a lot of those underlying conditions, from obesity to diabetes to over all kinds of things. So I think now's the time that we really start to need to talk about our healthy lifestyle.
You know something, Delegate Barnes? One thing that I've really done two shows on within the last 2.5, 3 weeks was on diet and what you use to build your immune system up. Because you see, people rush to the stores to get paper goods, and nobody bum rush the health food stores to find out what herbs they need to build their immune system. Y'all, one thing you got to realize, your life is centered. The most important thing outside of breathing in your life, period, is your diet. They tell you got to give up eating all this meat because meat puts bacteria in your colon. That lowers your immune system. You got to be very careful with alcohol. Alcohol tears down your immune system, tears it up. You've got to be very careful with smoking. Smokers have a tendency to get the virus because you already have weak and infected lungs. So you have to be very careful, y'all. It's not about you. Now, what this is going to do when you give up eating a lot of this meat, what this is going to do when you give up drinking, and when you give up smoke, that's going to build your immune system. You must realize your body is the most perfect mechanism almost on earth. Your body. And you're abusing it. So you've got to be very careful, y'all. And please, y'all, please, I'm going to say this, please, please, please. Do not try to use disinfectant, drinking and having it does not do nothing for the coronavirus but kill you. Quicker than the coronavirus. Do not use no type of disinfectant internally. Please, y'all, don't. Don't care what the president on TV says, do not use disinfectant internally to try to cure or get rid of or give you something for the coronavirus. Lines are open, y'all. Somebody talk to us. Lines are open.
I wanted to find out, Delegate Barnes, piggybacking on what the sister just said earlier and also what Mr. Murray, my field is health and wellness, and I want to educate not just on diet and nutrition, but also stress-reducing and
yes.
Stress-releasing techniques and things, and a multifaceted approach of having a healthy immune system. And I would like to do it through, through government contracts, because I would like to speak in my communities and help educate people about that. I don't know if there are any, this is all a new area for me because I've been doing it privately, but I feel like it's really imperative to really get it out in the community. Do you have any suggestions as to how I would go about doing that, like even in my state and local area?
Yeah, I think it's actually the best time to really start promoting it's proper health, from mental health to healthy lifestyles. I think the best platform right now is through social media because everyone is at home. So I think if you can put together a flyer and do some tips and tricks about healthy lifestyle. I know a lot of our young people are dealing with some form of mental stress right now because they miss their friends. They want to get back out. A lot of older people are having some of the same issues. I know that domestic violence is going up right now because people are just stressed. People are stressed because they can't pay their bills and they don't have enough food to put on the table. So I think anything that you could provide information or a hotline for people to call in, I think is a great starting point. That way you start building up your name and reputation of being that person that can help with some of the things that a lot of people are going through right now.
Right. And Delegate Barnes, again, is on the queen. It was the grants and funds down here for when people were released from jail, for people to get a lot of grants. So that's another suggestion. We have a lot of people that's being released that have been incarcerated. And what's going to happen, a lot of them have a lot of mental stress dealing with being out here, especially what's going on. So that's another piece
here's something that's very important, y'all, and this y'all got to realize. Ideas are great, because you can't go nowhere without ideas. But it is a must that you do everything properly. There is a process to success. There is a process to you having your business. There is a process for you getting licensed for your business. That's what the Institute does. I make sure, because I'm going to do class, I've got a meeting tomorrow, a call meeting tomorrow with someone where as soon as this is over, I'm going to have an 8-hour class. I'm going to do an 8-hour workshop to prepare you and give you what it is you need for this new normal. I want you to make sure you know that you need to have your tax ID, your Dun & Bradstreet, your NAICS number, and everything, and be certified, all that. Because these contracts are out here, y'all. They're here. It is something that you must have. That's why I'm going to have this 8-hour class. It's for you. It's a workshop for you, so that you can make sure you're ready to get part of this billions of dollars that they're going to give you for your business. So you can be ready. So when they say, okay, we need this, you ain't got to worry about getting ready, because you're already ready. So just stay tuned, y'all. It's going to happen. I'm going to bring in all these experts to help you, to be there, to guide you, to tell you what you need, where to go, what to do, and how to. That's what this is about. That's what all of this is about.
Right, and I'm just going to add to that. It's not something that Mr. Murray just started. The Million Mastermind has been going on. He has held classes like that. A lot of people have came through him. He helped them actually get their businesses started, their nonprofits started. He had speakers come out. He would help people, learn how to go after and help and connect you with the right people to get the grant money and other funds. So definitely stay tuned and listen out for the classes, because if you haven't already started your business, or even if your business is struggling, sometimes you can get more information from an expert or people we know, and the Million Mastermind Institute will connect you to that.
Good evening. I have a question.
Yes.
In regard, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Maggie.
Thank you. I have a question. Has there been any concern about scammers? Because I talked to some people and I've been getting scam calls. Is there anything that is in that regard to help protect the community from that, or are they, what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, when there's always a disaster or anything of this magnitude, people always prey off of the most vulnerable. And the only thing I can tell you is to be mindful like you're doing. And we know that the IRS doesn't send out emails and do certain things. And the main thing is when you think something is wrong, is to report it. I know that the Better Business Bureau is on the lookout for certain things like that. I know that your local chief of police is probably in tune with a lot of those things that's going on. I know here in the state of Maryland, we have those calls frequently about people trying to scam folks and say, here's a way that you can let me help you apply for your unemployment insurance. Or any time that you have to pay someone to do something for any type of disaster, it's a scam because you shouldn't have to be paying for anything. Right now, the government is trying to provide assistance. So I would just say, especially your more vulnerable, your elderly, is to keep an eye out on them because people are preying on that. And I just say report those things as quickly as you possibly can.
Wait a minute, Glenda. Glenda, hold on. Let me do this.
Okay.
And you're on speaker, Glenda, and I can hear an echo. Here's one thing, y'all. They're out here. Scammers are out here. The best thing you can do is just hang up. Just hang up. Period. You ain't got to go through no conversation with them. You can answer and hang right up. Do not give them the opportunity to get your ear. Be very careful. They've been waiting on this. That's their job. See, their job is to get you to listen. These companies, all these major government agencies, and all that, they aren't going to call you. The police department not going to call you. The fire department not going to call you. The IRS is not going to call you. So y'all just don't give them the time. Period. Your best friend right now is the dial tone. That means when hang up, dial tone.
Thank you.
So that's what you got. You got to be very careful, and don't trust these phone calls. Just either don't answer or answer and don't say. Do not say hello. Do not say yes. Do not say yes, because all they want to do is get your voice saying yes, and they got you. Never answer the phone. Answer a question. Yes. Is this so-and-so? Yes. That's all they wanted, was you to say yes. Because now they got your voice and you saying yes.
This is Michi. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. To the sister with the health and wellness business, you were asking for some ideas. I will tell you that I have a brother who is a certified yoga instructor in Harlem, and he has now started to do his yoga sessions via Zoom. So Zoom, if you don't already know it, it is an excellent form of utilizing your business that way and actually helping you to expand and still do what it is you need to do to reach those people out in our communities. The second thing I want to also share in regards to Delegate Daryl Barnes, what you mentioned about people still got to put food on the table. You know, people are struggling to put food on the table. People are struggling to pay their bills. And part of the reason why a lot of these things are happening is because we talked about our health and we talked about the stimulus, but nobody's talking to us about financial education either. We make money. We can save a little bit of money, but when it comes to growing it and actually protecting it so that we can have inventory to reach out to, we are horrible at that. My particular organization, I do free financial reviews, and I also have services where we offer tons of virtual workshops. So our workshops are also on Zoom, and they are free. There are also workbooks that coincide with our workshop as well. So anything, if it's anybody that comes in and they say, hey, I'm struggling, I'm trying to get back on my feet, I just need help, I need a plan, no problem. We also sit down with people and we do one-on-one to help them with debt management, how they can increase their cash flow. We also help them set up plans for their future. That's the other thing. We worry about what's today and we don't think about tomorrow. We don't think about the legacy that we have, that we need to be planning to leave something with. So that's something else that I also wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitchie.
Can you just leave the information and also thank you? How people can find out more about what you do, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I can do that. Thank you.
Mr. Murray, I just wanted to add some scam information that I have, just to let you know that most of the comptrollers have sent scammed information out, and a couple of scam information that I actually have, that I have right here on hand, is job fraud is a scam, and one of the things they said to prevent it is real jobs don't come at a cost. Actually, recruiters are paid by the businesses, so if someone calls you and says, we got a job, or we need to send money in, you know it's a scam. Another thing is a census scam, because we are into now with 2020 census. If you have not filled your census out, I want to say to you, please fill it out. Your account, we need that money, especially now more than ever. So the census bill will never ask for your social security number. They would never solicit for donations or threaten you with arrest if you don't cooperate with them. So the census couriers have government IDs, and so if you're really unsure, definitely always, for more information, visit their website or call your local census bureau. The other thing is the elections again going on, especially because it's election time. and they said, do not donate to a candidate from an unsolicited pitch. Reach out directly to those who you support locally. You have to be very careful because people call. It could be a police officer calling from Timbuktu, and here you have local police officers. Don't donate to people because a lot of them things are scams. You have your local police officer, your local police in the community. You can say, hey, I'm going to donate to my local police. And if you want to make a donation, donate to your local police. A lot of these are scams. It's a medical con. The prevention, they said, never give your Medicare number to anyone but a trusted medical professional. So it's a Medicare scan going out. Also, Amazon, it's a big scan going with Amazon. It said, don't give information via a link. Go directly to Amazon website. A lot of people have been scanned, even with buying these masks. I found out people have been ordering from people saying they're from Amazon, and they're not. And people aren't getting items that they order, so please be very careful. And last, it's a COVID-19 con where people saying they got the prevention and they got this needle you can take. We know that it's definitely a scam. The government has not came out with one that they say they have, and we know for sure if it's going to be given to somebody, it's going to be given to your doctor.
And one other thing you can do that's a great prevention, if you're going to talk to them, tell them, give me your number, I'll call you. And 9 out of 10 chance they'll give you a bogus number. If they give you a number, not just go hang up, because they can't afford for you to call them back. They can't have you calling them back. So I always say, but give me your number, I'll call you back. And watch what happens. They'll do one or two things. They're either going to hang up or maybe give you a bogus number. So be very careful, y'all, because they're out there by the thousands. Daryl Barnes, because we're almost at that hour, y'all. We're running a little bit over. Last words from you, Delegate Barnes.
I would just say, once again, thank you for the opportunity, but keep up the good work. I think, it shows like yours that's making a difference and an impact in our community. I think, if there's any way that your listening audience can assist you by making that donation, I think will be very helpful for William to be able to sustain this show and to provide quality information that I think we all need. And, the only thing I would say lastly is we're all in this together. I don't think that's a cliche. No, I think it's very true. I think we must continue to be mindful of what's going on, stay conscious and stay smart. Even though the President of the United States may say one thing, do your homework and your own research before you just jump out there, because at the end of the day, we all need to look out for one another. I think this is a golden time for small businesses to start partnering and collaborating on ideas. I think this is a great time to start looking at our own financial situation and make sure that we're being prepared for the future. I think this is a golden opportunity to start looking at our healthy lifestyles and mental health as we start to come out of this thing. I think this is a time that families must learn how to come together and sit at the dinner table and break bread and have conversations. So I think this is a golden opportunity that we learn from and we apply it as we move forward in life. And William, once again, thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Delegate Barnes, the honor was definitely ours, and I appreciate it. And I'm gonna be calling you. I'm gonna be calling you, wanting information, and you to come back on as a guest again. So, my brother, I thank you, and I can say thank you and thank you.
Yes, thank you both. Thank you, William Murray. Thank you, Delegate Barnes. Thank you, everyone, and for everyone that participated. And Ms. Belinda, thank you very much, too.
Now, I do want to remind y'all, if y'all want to give a donation, you can go to Cash App, and that's $W Murray. That's $W Murray. You can give any size donation, from you can go $20 to $10,000, and you can do it on PayPal, which is WilliamMurray.com. You can do it square. You can call us, and we can do it right over the phone, and you'll get a receipt instantly. Or if you want to send us a check or a money order, or you can do it to P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 207-53. You can call me directly at the Institute at 240-619-2019. Y'all, I do want to keep this show, this plateau. That's the reason I went to 3 days a week, because we got so much information to disseminate. We got so much that we have to do to qualify. We got so much that we have to do and know in order to be eligible for all of this. I want us to get part of this money. I want us to build our own business. I want us to build our own Black Wall Street. I want us to buy from us. I want. So I'm just telling y'all, we got to take care. Nobody's going to take care of us but us. And that's fact. And I do want to give a tremendous thank you to those who've already donated, because I've gotten enough, to cover for this month. So I want to thank y'all. And Delegate Daryl Barnes, my brother, I can't thank you enough. I really, really can't. I can't thank you enough.
No problem. Thank you again.
All righty. Now, y'all, I'm going to bring him back on. It's going to be another show where I'm going to bring Daryl Barnes back on. But, he's so busy because this brother is out there doing things, putting bills together for us, doing everything to protect and help us. And he took an hour out of his time to come on here to educate us and answer questions. So here's what I want to tell you. I want to thank all of you for coming on, for tuning in, and for helping me build and grow this show. As I always tell you, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter, y'all, whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We're going to get there together. So the fact is, I truly, truly do love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. So until next time, y'all, keep tuned in, send in your donations, and keep working on your road to success. Thank you. God bless. And until next time, thank you. God bless.